my friends, my people. Got this mic all up in my grill. Let's make sure that. Oh, Josh, double streaming. Let's get some music going. This is not starting out great. It has been a minute. There we go. That's much better. All right, let's get my chip tunes. Oh my goodness. I think Spotify is down. Is that right? Spotify.com. Ooh. Oof. That sucks. Okay, well, I guess we're going to go no music for now. Or I could do like, let's see if we can find something on the YouTubes, maybe. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Doop. All right, let's go chiptune. What is it? Chiptune. All right, let's try this one. I love it. I love it. Okay, great. This gets the job done. Cool. Hopefully that's working. Hopefully my sound is coming through. I think it is. Time to get back on what I've been working on, which is kind of a weird project. So I have my thing open here, and I have someone cutting down a tree across the street, which is great. Hopefully you can't hear that. But if I run npm run dev, that should open a node environment server that starts 8 worker threads, 1 for each CPU on the machine, and then the server's running at port 8000. That's what we want. We can go to localhost port 8000, and we see a little Express server. Cool. Express server, we have some ways to modify it. We can say, let's see, if I open up DevTools, 404 favicon, yeah, that makes sense. So I can see in the header, or in the head, there's this Tailwind CSS file. That's fine. If I enter all these things and I submit it, and this page reloads, we can see in the head quite a different story. We have Google Tag Manager. We've got... Oh, no. Yeah, we've got some PartyTown. Yep. PartyTown running. Everything looks like it's going. So that's where we are. The point of this project is to essentially set up some project that I can use for benchmarking. So a little bit more of a real world-esque project. We're going to do front end, back end benchmarking. So Tross, what's up? A bun in the oven. Yes, a bun in the oven. It's a weird thing to hear told to me, but yes, right now we're not running an express, or we're not running bun. We're running an Express server, and I think do I have this set up? I think I just got bun working last time, which was 2 weeks ago. So I don't actually remember what I did to get that going. I should have bun installed. I do. Yes, that's saying I don't even know how I could have misinterpreted that. So thanks for that. But yeah, I did get bun set up and installed, and then I don't think I did anything else with it. Oh no, I did. There's like bun and then source and then bun.js. Should do something. Anyway, one of the things that I want to do today is actually deploy this project to Linode, because the last time I was running this, there is one process I have on this machine that does basically creates synthetic load by using what is it, when a function calls itself a million times, or like a bunch of nested loops essentially, and it basically exponentially uses more resource and like memory and CPU. And I ended up crashing my computer midstream. So to avoid doing that, I want to make it okay to crash a server. So I'm actually, let's see, I'm gonna bring this over here while I do this. Let's go Linode. Let me get set up. So log in. Give me just a moment here. I think it's this one. Copy password. Just a minute. I will be right back as soon as I get this up and running. Cool. Get it into a shareable state. We've got a Linode box here. I'm going to get this Linode box set up with Ubuntu 21 deprecated already. Okay, yeah, it's because the even versions are the only LTS versions. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to put it into... I'm going to put it in a region that is not my own, or like not super close to me. So I am, closest region to me is Fremont, California. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping in, Alex. I'll catch you some other time. What up, Brent? Good to have you. So yeah, here's what I'm thinking. Essentially, the whole purpose of this project is to see where I can modify, where I can tweak performance. So part of me is like, what if I put the box far away, and then we can also jump into like edge compute and see how we can tweak out performance that way. I don't want to do it so it's too far away. No, you know what? Yeah. We can do that. Let's see. Probably not all the way across the country. Dallas or Atlanta. I think Atlanta's pretty good. Let's go there. We're going to start with the smallest CPU, GPU that we can. Not GPU. Why do I keep saying GPU? RAM. And then we're going to call this Twitchy Perf. Twitchy Perf is the name I've been sticking to. I'm going to give this a bunch of smashed keys that I don't... Oh, shit. I did too much. Oh, crap. Just a bunch of smashed keys. I don't know what they actually are. That's a pretty long password. I'm going to use SSH to get into this box. We are going to... That's it. Create a Linode. Nope. Oh, I have another Twitchy perf. Okay, give me a minute while I explore if that's actually the case. I do. Okay. Okay. Apparently it is getting some action, which is funny because I have not done anything on it. Cool. Well, where would that be? Would that be at twitchyperf.austingill.com? Yes, it would. There it is. There's the old version of it. Cool. Cool. Let's get this later version up. Yes. Yes. Cool. I'm running the new Windows terminal, which is great because I can use multiple tabs. I mean, it's great in the fact that it's about the same as Bash, but you know, whatever. Cool. Let's see. Let's see. Don't need you. I can bring you back up. What do I want to do? I want to bring you over here. Go to my Linodes. Leave out of there. Go to Twitchy Perf. bring this back up in there. And here's the stuff. SSH access into there. Still have access. That's a good sign. We have Twitchy Perf right there. And how am I going to copy all the stuff over? Oh, okay. I do have Git install. I don't have Git installed. No, I do have Git installed. Okay, cool. Let's move this Twitchy Perf stuff up so we can actually use it. These Docker files I don't think I actually need. So I'm not going to delete those. I'm going to keep them locally. I'm going to push some of this stuff up. We're going to push this bun lock file up. We're going to push this bun dino, get HTML, index. That just added some comments, but yeah, sure, why not? Throw that up there. Get HTML, that's going to be a big one. Yeah, this is the one that's going to crash the server, which is going to be fun. So we're not going to run that. No. We are going to add that. So we are not going to run that locally because Brent, if you remember last time I ran that, it killed my machine and I had to stop the stream early. That was fun. It wasn't, but it was fun watching y'all because I could still see comments come in. I just couldn't do anything about it. Adding killer demon slayer code. That's the stuff that kills the box. You know, whatever. Okay, we'll push that up, and then that should be all right. I'm gonna get into my PC is already struggling. Yeah, what can I do about that? I probably have too many things, too many tabs open. Man, is it really going that bad? It is, huh? Shoot. Gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta try and run through this. I did get something exciting. Check that out. 50-foot long cable. Let me see if I could probably try. I can probably try and set this up right now. Midstream. How great would that be? 50-foot long cable of Ethernet. Which I don't know if the slow stuff is my connection or my machine, but I figure this will help. So, you know, midstream, let's do it, right? What's the worst that can happen? Gonna be a bit of an eyesore running through the house, but that's all right. That's what it's all about. This is chat slow, but I'm not lagging now. Okay, cool. Well, oh my God. Oh shoot, sorry Nugget. Oh no, I just attacked my dog with a 50-foot long Ethernet cable. All right, let's see if we need, let's see how this goes. That plugs in there. Boop. I'll be right back. And it's loading, and let's see, let's go. Yeah, but you know, that's how things go. It looks like it's working. Okay, so I should be, I should check my network performance, right? Let's go. What is the thing? Speed test dot something. Netflix has a good one. Ookla. All right, speed test. Here we go. Let's go. I don't know if I should be showing off my IP address. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oops. That's all right. Thanks, Brent. I was just late to the party on that, but that's all right. Cool. Speed seems to be, oh yeah, pretty good. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. We're looking good. Okay, so. Yeah, no, I should have known that. I didn't know that they were going to show my IP address on the website, so let's just forget it. Okay, so this is the cursed bit of code that took down the server last time. So what we're gonna do is see if we can pull down that code onto the server now and essentially kill our server. No, oops. Yeah, I disconnected. That makes sense. Let's cd into twitchy perf. Let's get status. Cool. Let's get pull. There we go. There's all my changes. And then we should have this up and running with PM2. PM2. What do I need? PM2 something. List. PM2 list, please. And we have the name is npm start. Is that right? PM2 restart 0, please. Yeah, it's all right if I dox myself, I guess. I don't know. Okay, that should have been restarted. What is this little symbol? I guess the number of times it's been restarted, maybe? Using a lot more memory. I mean, not a lot, but, you know. So if we go back to twitchy perf.awesomegear.com, we should see the new UI, which we do. Okay, moment of truth. We've got some analytics here on the server running. I feel like this is a lot better, right? The hard line in. I should have been doing this. I mean, it looks like crap right now, but I can fix it. I've got these little doodads that I can, get them in. See if I can do it without it being too noticeable. Right. Let's do this. Moment of truth. I want to do some synthetic compute. So we're going to start with gosh, I really wish this would show me what it is. This is not the right input for this. This should be what should this be? A number input? This should probably be a number input. It should be a number input. All right, we're gonna start with something kind of low. Hit submit. It's gonna take some time. No big deal. Where's this deployed? Network. Configuration. Settings. Can I change where it is deployed? No. Oh, Fremont. Okay, so it is as close to me as possible. That's all right. Okay, let's see if we can crank this sucker up. And I actually don't know the best way. Let's see. Bash check server usage. How to check ulimit. Bash shell script monitor network disk usage uptime. Okay, shell script. Cool. How do I install and run script? I don't know if I really want to do that. Maybe I trust InMotion hosting more. Linux free M. Let's see. I'm still in the server. Cool. Okay, that's good. It tells me some good information. Total used free 80. Total used. I don't know. Okay. That hasn't seemed to take down the server. Let's see what we can do. I think right around here is... No, that's fine. Okay, that seems to not have actually done a whole lot. Great. Awesome. Let's continue working then, shall we? I'm surprised. Well, that is like significantly faster if I don't do that. I just need to get the option to be able to turn that way up. That's funny. It crashed. That's funny. It crashed my laptop. Not even maxed out, and I have way more resources on this laptop than I do on my server. But because my server isn't using Twitch and VS Code and whatever, it was able to handle it pretty well. You do see it's quite a bit slower before the first network request comes back. Let's see. I want to see. Yeah, that takes... Oops. No, stop, please. That request took like 3 seconds when we maxed this out, and when it's not maxed out, 31 milliseconds. No, that's more realistic. About 300 milliseconds. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's fix some of those issues so that we can really actually try and crash this server, right? Okay. Get HTML. Okay, that needs to be... Where is it? That input range. Type is range. Let's go. Type is going to be number. Min, max. Let's do max of 20. What do you think? 20? It's exponential. Happy Wednesday. What's up, Finite? Glad to have you. We are trying to see at what point can we take down a Linode server. And eventually we'll see to what degree upgrading Linode server resources will prevent that from happening. So synthetic load 0 to... Let's say 30. So these are going to raise the load on the server exponentially. It seems to handle 10 units okay. Let's try that. So I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm doing a particularly impressive job at it. It's a lot of learning as I go, but you know, it's fun. Upping synth load limit, and I better make sure that the synthetic load, let's see, what did I call that? That's going to be called CPU load. Load equals that. Okay, we do have a maximum value of 100, which is fine. Cool. Let's send that up. And on the server, we can pull that down. That's not right. Really? Didn't I just, did I? Oh, I was right. Whenever you think the computer's wrong, you're probably wrong. Okay, come on now. What's the deal? What's the dealio? Okay, let's see. Let's go over here. No, we can close that. Let's go here. Get status. Get bun. That is not right. Get log. Upping synth load. Okay. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. What? My SSH? No, okay, it's working. That was weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do that. Let's PM2 restart 0 process. Cool, there it goes. Been restarted 21 times. You don't have Clarkio anymore. Oh yeah, there it is. Don't know what that means. Okay, how is any update on the stats? Meh, not really. Let's see, Twitchy perf, cool. Number set to 5 to begin with, which is weird. Is that right? Value equals, where is it? Value is, yep, it's set to whatever was there before, which was 5. Cool, let's set that to 20. And let's see. This may be the moment of truth. So the nice thing here is because I've pushed all of my code onto another machine, I can actually crash it. And there we go. We have crashed the server. It took 14 seconds to load. We got a 502 response, which is, what is 502 again? I don't remember. And now the question is, because I've done that, I should actually take this CPU load off. Otherwise, it's going to crash again. Cool. We kind of figured out, well, let's see if we can figure out the upper limit, right? Let's go 15. This is nice-ish. I need to see. I wish this was a little bit more real time, though. I think I do have disk I/O. I would expect to see the CPU shooting up to like a much higher number, but it's not real time. I have a 2 bad gateway server error response code indicates that the server, while acting as a gateway or proxy, received an invalid response from the upstream server. Yeah, not super helpful. I mean, super helpful that you went and got me the code. Not super helpful for the status code to tell me what that was. Free memory. Looks like these numbers don't make sense to me. Feels like there was more free memory when I had fewer processes going. Server is still taking a long time to respond. Okay, let's try 5. That takes a little bit. Let's try 8. Bit more. 10. All right, we're up to about 3 seconds. Here's where I think the exponentiality of this project we're going to start seeing. That's up to 5 seconds. Let's go up to 15. And then how easy is it going to be for me to upgrade this project? Let's go configuration. Oh shoot, hold on. There we go. Now we're starting to see the spikes go up. Okay, at 15, doesn't seem to want to load. Try that one more time. Music's on point today, by the way. All right, 15 seems to be the upper limit. What am I doing here? That's not what I want. I want to go, what did I do? 12? Let's try 13. Of course, this is going to depend on, shoot, if any of y'all are currently doing the same test as me, then that's going to affect it. That took 8 seconds. Basically a DOSing myself right now. Okay, what I'm not paying attention to here is either, oh, there you go. All right, let's bump this back down to 12. Something that's like high, but also we can actually work with, or maybe like 10 is probably better. Okay, so it's gonna load. It takes about 5 seconds to load. And then we have some non-undefined CPU usage, great. But we see the average, or the minimum load average, the 1 minute load average is really using up essentially all of the resources. This is telling me total memory. Does that align with, yeah, kind of does, right? Total free. That's telling me total memory. Yep, checks out. Free memory, heap used. We've got, no, don't have that reported here. Okay, so that's fun. Didn't really do a whole lot, just accomplished figuring out essentially what the upper bound is for this server. Let's see what it looks like to up this stats, add configuration, storage settings. Resize, that's what I would do. Okay, I wonder how long it's going to take for me to up to this. Auto resize. Would you like to be automatically scaled with this Linode's new size? I recommend you keep this option enabled when available. Auto resize is only available when moving to a larger plan and when you have a single. No, I don't want auto resize. I basically want the server to fall over if it's going to. So let me see, Linode, oops. Linode. Get my password. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. All right, I just pasted my password. No big deal. Let's go ahead and change that now. Oh, how embarrassing. Account settings. All right, give me a minute. Brent, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. You know, you've basically watched me dox my IP address and show my password. Which is wonderful. And the fact that I'm talking about it, I don't even know why I'm highlighting that information. I should have just been like, oh, no, that's nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay. How do you change your password? I feel so embarrassed right now. There we go. Okay, reset password. Thank you very much. Sorry, everyone. Oh, okay. The show will continue shortly. Copy that. Paste it there. Reset. Awesome. Possum. We're good to go. Okay. All right, I'm back in. We're done. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get back there. Twitchy perf. All right, we're back on it. We're back on the horse. Yeah, so the thing is, let me show you the thing is, look at this spike. Here we go. We're getting somewhere. We're making this server feel alive. What are we at? 16%? Let's hit it one more time. Let's hit it like, where are we at? Twitchy perf. Load that baby. Load that sucker. All right. Yeah. Brent, let me explain what happened. Is I went to resize. I wanted to upgrade to the next thing up. And then when I went to confirm, I assumed that it was asking for my password. And therefore assumed that it was going to be one of those password input fields. But it's not. It's just one of these ones where you just have to confirm the name of the box or the name of the thing. And Jessica, no telling everyone at work, you know, what happened. Please. Okay, Linux will soon be automatically powered off, migrated, and restored to its previous state. Booted or powered off. So the interesting thing here that I'm curious about is technically I imagine this is going to be a different physical machine than where it's is it going to be a different physical machine? No, I guess it's probably a virtual machine, which means it will remain as the same physical machine, same physical location, same IP address. It's just going to have access to more resources. Hopefully that's the case, because then that keeps my code in the same place. and I don't have to do anything. But because, oh, look at that, there it goes, resizing. Because it's technically off now and resizing, yeah, server's not alive. Let's make sure that that's the case by just loading that. Yep, server's not up. But the curious thing here that I want to see is when it does reboot after being resized, if my PM2 service is going to like restart. So essentially, if my website's going to come up automatically without me having to log in and start the node process. Hopefully that is clear. So, good thing I'm not uber popular with, otherwise people would have got into my Linode and faster than myself, I guess. So we're good. We're good. We're good. We're going to wait for that to resize. In the meantime, we come back here. I am going to run in dev mode, npm run dev, and we're going to see if we can push this project forward. No, we're not. We are going to check out this bun thing. So we're going to say bun source bun.js. That should technically start. It doesn't actually tell us anything, but I think if we go to localhost either 8,000, maybe 8080, localhost 8,000. All right, bun.sh. Where's the quick start? Port 3000. Okay. Port 3000. There it is. Welcome to Bun. Cool. I got my Bun server up. Next thing I want to do, because we are going to be testing Node versus Dino versus Bun, and I think I have Dino working as well. Dino version. No, I don't. We'll get that up at some point. This Bunamajig. What we need from Bun is I want this server to respond with some HTML. So let's figure out how to start doing that so then we can call our getHTML function. So for that, I need to go to bun.sh and actually learn how to use this thingamabobber. Let's see. How do I see the source code? Bun CLI, examples. There we go. I want HTML. HTML rewriter. No, I just want HTML. Blank. Bun bakery. React. React might be all right, actually. Let's go source index.jsx. Nope, that's actually just React. I want like a server. This is not telling me anything. Bun create, post install, bun source index.jsx. So, okay. Give me one moment to understand what's going on here. I want to see, what I'm understanding there is Bun is calling Bun with just this file, report web vitals. Let's start measuring performance in your app, pass a function to log results. For example, I don't know what that does, but I want to look into that because that looks interesting. Report web vitals. I'm not going to have an app. I'm not going to have index. So I am going to try importing React DOM, and try running this directly into Bun, because what I can tell from, or all I can tell from this source code is, I don't want to see this guy, burp, and is if you look at package.json, all I can see is nothing that sticks out. There's no scripts, but there is this Bun create. and it has a post install script, presumably, which calls bun source.index.jsx, which means that bun has a JSX transpiler and just returns this. I have no idea. Let's find out. Okay, so for that to work, we need to npm install React and React DOM, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. And then that should be available. Okay, and then let's try running that bun thing again. No, can't find variable document. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, let's see what else. Oops, let's see what. Oh crap. All right, let's see what else we can find. Let's see if we can find an actual docs HTML example. HTML rewriter makes it. Okay, here we go. This works. Oh, wait. Okay, render to readable stream. Sure. 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 Let's just copy this. Whoop. This is saying bun.dot or later. Let's try this. And then what do they have in there? Just, yeah, got it all. Cool. Which means don't need that. Let's hit save. Let's do that. And let's try and running it. TypeScript. Ha! TypeScript. Fucking TypeScript. Every time. There you go. It's running. It's really annoying that it always does this. But I guess I need to do like port const port equals burp, and then down here console log app running at local http:// local host port 3 port please stop port, and then we'll get what am I doing? There we go. Why is this not typing? No. Oh, I killed my keyboard. Hot tip: don't press the wrong keys that kill your keyboard. There we go. Okay, that's running. It doesn't have a watcher, but we can restart it and we'll see. Yep, app is running there. And if we go there, we can reload and we say, okay, we do see HTML, which is great. Now, the tricky part is going to be calling this getHTML function in bun, because I have some things in here. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I have some things that it's going to be expecting. So let's just get started let's just get started and see how far we can get. Let's go import get HTML from /get HTML.js. Get HTML is going to be a function. Yeah, that's right. And we want to render to readable stream. It just hit me. Something that's kind of wild, that this is JSX, but this is not a JSX file. This is a JS file. Which is interesting because I think if I were to just respond with something like just a string that was like h1, yo, h1, then I may not actually need this React render to readable stream. I don't have a watcher on bun. Let's see, watch. Let's see. That device unfortunately lowers the hard limit. This can be a problem in large projects. Lots of dependencies. Chokidar and other watchers don't seem to call setter limit, which means they're reliant on the much lower soft limit. How do I restart? Oh, really? What is this? Troubleshooting. Unexpected. Button not running. Ugh, okay. Fine. For now, we'll do this the hard way. Just restart every time I make a change. Reload. Okay, so that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Okay, so I need to... I think this is going to return a headers object. And the headers object should be something like this is it, and then probably a thing with headers, and then, oh yeah, look at that, see? Yep, that was it. Headers and content type? No, yes. Content type of text, HTML, something like that. Bet that's going to be the same thing. Let's see. Reload that. Not quite right. Oh, yep. Close. Close. Restart that. Okay, let's try this one more time. Booyah. We're getting HTML now. And if we see that, we see it's a readable stream. Okay. Call it thing, const thing equals that. And then can I say if it is a response object, log thing dot, it's going to tell me what it has. Already cancel, get ready. What is this? It is a readable stream. Okay, that makes sense. It's responding with a readable stream, not with a whatever. That's fine. Close enough. I don't know. Don't worry. Thinking too much. Okay, so we figured out how to send HTTP or HTML. I don't need this to be async. Yep. And then I need to call this getHTML function. We're going to call that here. Well, we're going to say const HTML equals getHTML, and then we'll pass that here. And HTML is a string. This is looking for a semicolon, and this is, I feel like this is probably looking for some stuff to deal with. So when I have executed getHTML in the past, here we go, URL. Well, let's see what we've got, right? Value config.url. Cool. Okay, HTML. Let's do that. Okay, HTML. config. Okay, URL is required. Load averages required. CPU usage. Most of these things are going to be required. That's annoying. Copy as markdown. Oh, that's convenient. It returns interesting error response. Okay, let's see. This is still resizing. No, this is running. I'm running multiple things at the same time. So we took the CPU way up. Now it's back pretty far down. This is not up anymore. Let's see if I can get back into that box. I should have got kicked out. Yep. Can I SSH back into the same box? I can. Is it the same box? It is, as far as I can tell. 226. Yep, 226. Cool. PM2 list. Looks like we have nothing started. So we're going to cd into our application, and we're going to say PM2 start npm start. There we go. Application should be up and running. There it is. Let's try this one more time. So last time, I think 13 was enough to take us down. We'll see how this goes. We have one CPU core. Is that right? Let me see. Resize. Shared. Should be 2 gigabytes of RAM. Yep. One CPU. Yep. Still one CPU, but more RAM. And it did load. 15. Let's see. Next, I want to get into, once we get into this multiple CPUs, we'll be taking advantage of the multiple workers, so that'll be interesting to see. That took 21 seconds to load, but because it didn't kill all of the memory, or because I had twice as much memory, it actually didn't crash the server. Okay, interesting. Oh, we loaded there too. 30 seconds. Cool. Let's crank it up. I can't imagine that this one's actually going to load. Okay, and this highlights an interesting problem with my original plans. Is I made this process grow exponentially, which actually isn't going to be helpful for fine-tuning load, because having synthetic load scale exponentially means at higher numbers, moving 1 unit, well, incrementing by 1 unit can actually be a factor of like way more. So we're going to modify this function as well. And that function is this guy, which basically does a triple nested loop and uses a ton of memory. And yeah, gonna have to modify that so that we can say on a more linear scale, you know, server A at some level could handle 100 synthetic units of load, and server B could handle 200 if it's twice as big. That would be the theory. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Let's get the music back on, huh? Cool. Server crashed at 20. I don't know. We'll keep trying that, just playing around with it. I also want to see how the impact on the server is over time. And I want to figure out how to get the real time. I think long view is one of them. Yeah, here we go. Long view. This is more like it. Up 17 minutes, 3 seconds. That doesn't sound right. We'll see. Oh, that's cool. Okay, server is dying again. Okay, what's the next thing to do here? Let's get back into the bun stuff. Let's see if we can get bun printing out this page. So for bun to work, we need HTML. We need to actually push this. This needs to have a couple of things. This needs to have a URL, which is going to be a new URL, which I'm just going to have empty for now, which is fine. And then what are the things that are required? CPU num is going to be, what is it? A number? It's a number. So we're going to see the CPU numbers is 1. Other required one, CPU usage is a object with system. And I'm going to put that at 0. And then it has user, which I'm also going to put at 0. And then we've got, what else do we need? Nope, CPU usage is done. And then, wait, really? Did I get something wrong here? I did. Nope. There we go. That's what I was missing. Free mem. Let's do 0. Load average. Wait, what is that? It's an array. Load average is an array of 0, 0, 0, I believe. And then memory usage is an object with heap total, heap used, RSS, and I'm just filling these in because I don't know how to get this information in bun. But these are required for this get HTML function to work. So that should be it. Once this runs, we should actually be able to see this HTML. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're fine there. I'm in the wrong place. Let's go back here. Let's restart this bun server. Let's not enough arguments. Not enough arguments in URL. Cool. Fine. We're gonna call it this. New URL. Burp. Cool. Do that. Oh, yeah, right. Restart. Cool. We have some HTML. It is serving some broken stuff, which makes sense. So let's see how we can get Bun to serve static files on this server, right? Render to static markup. That's not what I want. License. Okay, if no directive public doesn't exist, Bun. Okay, here we go. This looks like more what I want to do. To create a new Create React app, use existing React app. From there, Bun relies on file system for mapping dev server paths, source files. All URL paths are relative to the project root. Here are examples of routing source code. You do not need to include file extensions. The import path, common JS style import. You can override the public directory. Okay, if no public directory specified, it'll be public, which in my case, that is what I have called it. If never and public doesn't exist, Bun will try static. If static doesn't exist, Bun won't serve. Okay. Okay, well, we're one step closer. Open image in new tab. It's trying to load this. Oh, snap. Okay, so it looks like Bun is trying to serve every single route, or every single route is handling this fetch request, or being handled by this get HTML. Cool. Right, well, let's try and learn this, I guess, top to bottom, right? Did this actually load? Oh my gosh, it loaded. That's cool. It took 40 seconds. Oh! Joseph Dev. Joseph. Thanks for the follow. Okay, so let's figure out how to get this to work. Bun, very cute. JavaScript runtime, install. We've already got past that. Table of contents. Let's see. Using Bun. Hello world. Cool. Requests per second. Mac, Linux. Great. Measured with HTTP load test. What's this? So easily distracted. Not today, Satan. TypeScript JSX support built in. Transpilation, we saw that. TSS config. FS, web APIs like fetch response URL. Okay. 4 times faster than Node. Try it yourself. I'm trying it myself. Okay. Wait. Cat clone that runs 2 times faster than the new cat. That's impressive. Server-side rendering React. Not yet what I'm really trying to do. There's some more examples. Types for Bun. Okay. Fast paths for web APIs. Here is where I want to go. Bun.js has fast paths for common use cases that make web APIs live up to the performance demands of servers and CLIs. Bun.filePath returns a blob that represents a lazily loaded file. When you pass a file blob to bun.write, Bun automatically uses a faster system call. Okay. I'm feeling this music though. Don't need Bun as a package manager, but thank you. Don't need Bun as a task runner. I just need bun as a web server. Using bun with next. Using bun with single page apps. How about just bun with bun? By default, bun will look for any HTML files in the public directory and serve that. For browsers navigating to the page, the .html file extension is optional in the URL, and index.html will automatically rewrite for the directory. Okay, I'm also not working with HTML. I'm trying to take JavaScript and return an HTML response. All right, I think we're gonna do this. How do I handle routes? Let's see, route router. That's a type. Okay. Okay. Where is the route directory? Questions, bun, answer. Where is the route directory? API route middleware is easier to support. Similar SSR API. Okay. When I import, where in bun code is that for? Not resolving just the code. What module is the package used? Okay, loaders. Yeah, not what I need. I just want to set up a static host. I want to serve static files, please. Public. So I wonder, bun should be running here. Static should be served from there. I think because requests are coming in. Okay, let's try this. Give me some information on the request object. Directory used for static. Yeah, framework, environment, requests. GitHub API. Why bundle? No. Bun serve. Okay. Fast HTTP server. For Hello World HTTP server that writes bun serve serves about 2.5 times more. Okay. Code. Here we go. Bun serve. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Usage. Sorry, HTTP server. Okay, that's as far as I've gotten so far. Fetch receives a request object that must return either a response or a promise response. In a future version, it might have additional arguments for things like cookies. Okay. Cool. How do I handle routing? Routing. Here are examples of routing from public and how they're matched. Fine. Routing source code file paths, source component index. I don't understand how to serve static files, dang it. Oh boy, this is some of the most exciting streaming that I've ever done. All right, let's see. Code. Here's where I was. Requires HTTP. Yeah, but with Node, there's a way to tell it to serve static stuff, right? Like, this should be a request object. Console log request object. It's expecting to get a response. I want to see if it tells me anything about the. Well, I want to see what it tells me, I guess. Cool. We get that. Yes. I get a lot. So I get a lot of requests, one right after the other. Method is get. URL is that. Cool. I don't know. I can do that for now, but I want to figure out how to match these public things and serve instead of returning. This is hard. This is hard. I don't understand. Well, I'm just going to keep playing with this until I find what kills that server. Huh. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Bun. Server-side render. Okay. TypeScript types. npm package. A doc site is coming. I am going to bring this in. Install those bun types so I have it available. Ooh, this song. Add this to tsconfig. Under compiler options, we'll throw that in there. We'll save that. We'll close that. Cool. Now let's see. Fast paths for web APIs. So eventually this will stream. Okay. I guess I don't really understand what it's trying to do here. Eventually this will stream the response to disk, but today it buffers. Okay. It takes the response from this and streams it into a file on disk called index.html. That's great. It's not exactly what I need. Not interested in package manager. Not interested in the task runner. Not really interested in creating a Discord bot. It literally doesn't. Oh, next image is polyfilled. Source image tag. Many of the Next.js features are supported, but not all. Get static path, same origin fetch, locales, zones, asset prefix. When using Next.js, Bun automatically reads configuration from there. That makes sense. Using Bun with single page apps. Okay, well. That's okay. If I can't figure this out, I will. Like, why? What is this bun thing? Does it have to be bun? Whoa! What happened there? I don't know what the hell that was, but it was super fast. I mean, 16 milliseconds. Right. That's not really what I care about, though. I want... Okay, so that generates... I get it. That's a transpilation step. Okay, so let's do ls node modules.bun. / node modules dot bun. Man, that was fast. It wrote this whole thing from my code. I mean, okay, that's cool. I still don't know what that does. I guess it transpiles my code and generates some sort of output, which is fine, but also not. So those are entry points. Okay, so you do bun and then bun. Sure. Bun. I tell you, this is why documentation is so important. Using bun with single page apps. In the Ruby project where package.json is, bun the entry points, and then bun. By default, bun will look for any HTML files in public directory, which I don't have because we're generating HTML on demand. The browser's navigating to the page. I want to use bun as a server that receives a request, generates some HTML, returns a response. Not with create React app, which would be a static file map, presumably. Generate a bundle for your entry point. Yep, that makes sense. And then, ooh, excuse me. Yo, Omri, what's going on? Glad to have you here, my friend. I am struggling through some bun documentation that I'm trying to get up and running. Essentially, let me show you what we've got. This didn't end up loading. Let me show you what we've got. We've got this server that is deployed and generates some HTML, and it does this on the server, and it has these different configuration options, so we can do things like, I don't know, these images, we can tell them to lazy load, and I think that, yeah, loading equals lazy, cool. So basically we want to do some sort of tweaking so that we can load things faster and be able to measure these performances and have some URLs that we can pass to different measuring tools to check on those performance. And again, this is going to be front end, back end. So we also have set up some servers. There we go. 21. There you go. It's going up. The load, does that mean it's maxed out? I don't know. Some measures to be able to track how the impact of certain things affect our project. So for example, I have this artificial synthetic load thing that we can submit, and you can see that this is going to take quite a bit longer to load because we're doing some synthetic load stuff. Looks maxed. Yeah, well, it's because you see how this takes 8 seconds. It's because I have this function called getHTML, and if you pass in some synthetic load, it basically creates what is it when you, well, it creates a three-dimensional loop that grows exponentially with each synthetic load you pass in. I want to change that from exponential to linear so that we have a little bit more fine-grained control. But yeah, essentially we want this so that we can actually crash the server. Wait, what part is bun doing? Well, that is where I haven't quite connected those dots. So right now, this is running an Express server, and I have this project set up so that it can work on Node. It tests the default Node server, an Express server, and a Fastify server. And then what I want to do is also benchmark just the Node server to just a Dino server to just a Bun server and see how just changing these technologies could potentially give you some perf, or be able to use a smaller server. So another thing we did today was essentially test the limits of this synthetic load thing, how it's impacted by upgrading or downgrading the size of the machine that you're running on. So we have it right now on this Linode 2, which is not much. But eventually, yeah, we're going to try and get it up to, what do I want? I feel like running load tests on a shared CPU may be kind of messed up because you're sharing those resources with other users on the same box. So maybe eventually, I think once I get up to like this Linode 4, yeah, it's like the same resource. So we'll just move over to the dedicated CPU. Yeah, that'll make sense. And then once we get into dedicated, we can get all the way up here. I should probably just like turn this on because dang, $3,000 a month. I should just turn this on for like this test and then turn it off. $5 for an hour. That's not too bad. And then we'll see how blazing fast it can be. Anyway, that's the idea. Let's see. What part is Bun doing? Yeah. So it's cool. The only problem is right now I have, you can see this is what the server is supposed to look like. We want it to be somewhat similar to an actual application. So very, very pared down, but have some CSS loading, have some JavaScript running, have some images, and then obviously do some compute on the back end while this HTML is being generated. And the problem I have here is that, I'll show you. When I request localhost, it's not running. No. There we go. When I request this this website, it's going to respond plenty fast. All right, 8 milliseconds, cool. It's running locally, 21 milliseconds, whatever. And that's going to respond with this HTML that we see on the page. Problem is, when it runs into the tailwind.css file, it's going to go and look for that. And when it goes to grab that, it's going to return the same HTML file. And when it requests that profile pic, well, you can't see, but it's actually, for all of the images, it's also responding with the same HTML. So we can see that in the server here. We say, hey, whenever this loads, let's see, where's the first one? When this first request comes in, we're getting localhost. It responds with the HTML, and then it's looking for the CSS, looking for the PNG, 4 PNGs, and all of that is this bun code. And because all of those requests are coming in on this fetch handler, I'm generating the HTML for all of them. So now at this point, I'm at a loss, because with Express, I can say any request at this URL, or like prefixed with /public or static or whatever, serve it from this one folder. Otherwise, let me handle this. So, yeah, I just need to read through and see if I can figure out how to configure my static assets to be served from the public folder and everything else to be handled by this router system. So, with all that, give me a moment while I try and figure this out. This looks promising, but this honestly, it's not going to work for me, I don't think, because by default, it should be searching for that public folder. Buns, okay, Buns roadmap. Maybe it's in here. Web stream with HTML rewriter, no. CSS minifier, tree shaking, type decorations, okay. Nope. Today, Bun is mostly focused on Bun.js, the JavaScript runtime, okay. What is Bun Bagel? No idea. Yeah, let's see. So, let's see. Current loaders. Yeah, JSX and JavaScript. Cool. Everything else is treated as a file. Place import URL path. Okay. Okay, CSS and JS, Bun dev only. When importing CSS and JavaScript like loaders, trigger special, by default, Bun will transform a statement like this into this. I mean, I don't know if that's actually what I'm looking for, but import // public / CSS / tailwind.css. Probably not going to work. No, definitely not. Okay, that's not it. Let's see. Okay, this music right now is so much more hyper than what's actually going on. It's so intense for reading documentation. Feels like a documentation montage from the 80s. Nugget! Nugget, come! Nugget, come! Oh, there's my little dude. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here. No, okay, he's just gonna lay down. You gonna lay down there? It's alright. I had to take a Nugget break. Had to make sure he's doing alright. I'm on solo dad duty, so make sure he's not getting in trouble, huh? There you go. Oh yeah, that's tasty, isn't it? Wish you guys could see this. Alright. Probably good I didn't actually pick him up and put it. There you go, eat that. Good I didn't. Sounds like an installer sound file from the 80s. Yeah, it does. It's alright. I'm on some new music. I wish you guys could see Nugget right now, but I'm glad he's not in my lap. It'd make this hard. Alright, let's get back to this. CSS loader. Import URL. Okay, bun bundles out CSS files, import into a single file. It doesn't auto prefix or minify. Okay. Okay. CSS runtime to support CSS reloading. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Warning, this will soon have breaking changes. This is not helpful for me. Okay, framework, got it. Static, got it. That's what we already have. Router. Okay, this might actually be helpful. All right, let's try this. To use a framework, you pass bun to use. Okay. Your framework's package JSON names. You start with bun framework. Okay. Okay. I might have something here. Might have something here. Let's go to package.json. Should have the name, type, module. Cool. Let's go here. Let's put the framework there. Display name, I don't care. Static is fine. Asset prefix. Router is what I'm really interested in. Extensions, sure. Directory pages, source pages. Let's see, what is this dir thing? Dir colon. Type router, let's see, buns file system router. Currently bun supports pages by either an absolute match or a parameter match. Index.tsx, convert to that. Pages, post ID.tsx will be executed on navigation. That. See, so this determines the folder to look for pages. This router stuff is just not helpful. Router. Okay, well, we're going to try this. Because it's basically saying that these are the folders in which to look for pages. And I'm going to have, I guess, in my source, I'm going to have a folder called pages/index.js. And I'm going to copy the contents of this bun file and put it there so that hopefully this will actually run as the index.js page, maybe? That's what I'm assuming. So let's save that. That's my router. I've got my pages. I'm actually just going to call it pages or source pages. Let's see, right? Best guess. Oh, that's not what I want to do. What do I want to do? Maybe just bun? 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 No. Yes? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Bun. Yeah, let's try the bun source. Let's do bun source pages index.js. Could not resolve get HTML. That makes sense. I think that's dot. I think, is that where it goes? Nope, should just be that. Okay, trying this again. Reload. Dang, still loading HTML as a response to every single request. All right. That's all right. We'll keep going. I'm going to close this window because I don't know. Can y'all hear the chainsaw going on next door? Give me just a minute. Dang, Homeboy's doing a good job over there. Who votes for cutting the web dev stream for the day and just streaming some dude cutting down a tree? Oh yeah, background music. Background music should be gone. I would be tempted to just stream some dude cutting a tree for the rest of the day, but I do need to figure this out. This project has been going for a few weeks and I feel like I'm just not making progress on it. Although, I mean, this is kind of cool, right? Like, we do have this part of the project running. All right. I feel like if I really wanted to test this, I could like do a bunch of these at the same time as well. It's pretty fun to try DOSing your own site. I guess I could also just like curl it, but let's see. Loading. It's working. I think I crashed my server. Oh well. Cool. Close. That's fine. It's working. Let's get here. Bun framework. Bun. Use bun framework next. That's not what I want. Well, yeah, I'm going to oddly satisfying stream. Thank you. I guess that's a compliment. Yeah, I'm going to pass on this bun stuff. I'm going to reach out to the bun team, see if I can get that question answered on honestly why this is the behavior where I would expect this HTML to come back. I don't expect if I request tailwind.css for that to be served from here. Oh, the tree cutting. Yeah. I mean, sounds kind of boring. Sounds like sawing logs to me. Oh, that was a terrible joke. Don't encourage me. That was actually kind of a good joke. That was like a B tier. All right, that is as far as I'm going to try and take this bun stuff because I have no idea what to do. I know that there's something to do with this fetch and the fact that every single request for any resource or any route is being handled by this. But how do I, you know what? I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to try to see if this can take multiple. Yes, I bet this is it. If I take a request to /poop. No? Identifier expected. No? Fetch any and then a request. That's what I've got. Ah, shoot. That's not what it is. Yeah, okay. I get it. That's thing and then request. And what is thing? Thing is any. So let's log what thing is and then log what request is. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. You told an interviewer in a tech question that you wouldn't name your variable number 2 because that was pretty nasty. That's funny. That's too funny. I mean, too funny that you actually said that in an interview. I hope that they laughed. Okay, let's reload that. Undefined is not an object. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. But method get URL and then undefined. Okay, that's annoying. So we log the request. Okay, let's see. Let me try. I'm gonna keep going. I feel like there's just a little bit more that I can do. I want to look up middleware. API routes, middleware is easier to support though. Similar SSR API. Next. Okay, yeah. Okay, doesn't work. API routes. What is .bun? Let's see. Why bundle? The .bun file contains all the bundled source code. Where is the routes directory? I like how they put that in the questions asked, but they don't put it in answered. Questions answered. All right, yeah, that's as far as I'm gonna get. Sorry, Bun. It was fun while it lasted. Let's get back into trying to take down servers. There we go. Now it's starting to load its stuff. Cool. All right. So if I can't get Bun to load some things, how can I do some reporting on Bun? Maybe. For example, some of the things that I need is, can Bun tell me how many CPUs are available? Gosh, it's CPU. Oh, math floor, CPU count, times 0.8. Is async automatically CPU count? Okay. Bun stores normalized CPU and OS values in the npm lock file along with resolved package that skips. Okay. So it looks like maybe Bun is not going to give us access to the CPU, the number of CPUs, probably because it's trying to be cross runtime compatible. And that's not something that would be available in the browser, maybe? I have no idea. It feels like something that should be available. All right, well, if that's the case, then I think I'm just gonna keep on moving. I'm gonna start doing what is this? Just add yeah, just add CPUs to the browser. There you go. Why is the CPU usage undefined? Convert bytes, CPU usage. Get HTML, take CPU usage. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Move this over. Got 33 seconds loading time. And these numbers should be a lot higher. 2%, 7%, 9%. All right. Well, first things first. Let's address this cursed function, and let's modify this. Heavy load. What do I actually do with heavy load? I don't actually use the returned value. I just call it. So let's see. For heavy load. I'm going to make this linear. So count divided by 100 times 1,000. Basically multiply it. Basically multiply it by 1,000, right? Right. No, we're going to say count equals... I'm going to get rid of that, actually. We're going to say count equals math dot, what do I want? The smallest number between count and 100. I want to be able to just say the maximum value that people can apply is 100, max out at 100. And then I'm going to multiply that times 10,000. Yeah. What was it? Shouldn't I be able to do that? Underscore? It's like a new syntacty thing. That's fine. So let's say for sure. Let I equal 1. Well, I is less than or equal to count. Or let's start with 0. Why not? Less than count. I plus plus. And then what do we want to do? Something kind of similar to what it's got here. Array equals that, object equals that, TTL equals that, object that. Oh gosh. We want to use up some memory here, but I think what we're going to do is something like this. Const r equals empty array. And we're just going to essentially push values onto this array. I want to do a little bit more compute than that. So I'm going to say something like, what do I want to do? Const object equals that, We'll say like object at I equals count. Should basically be sort of the same thing. And then we'll say toString. And then that's fine. And then we'll do array.push object. Sure. That uses up quite a bit. Let's have type any. Yeah, whatever. That uses up a bit. And then here we need to return array. Cool. Okay, synthetic load. Now we need to modify heavy load. Okay, and we need to modify number, CPU load. Max is going to be 100 there. Value's fine. CPU load, cool. And we should be able to just reload. Oh no, I need to deploy this. Okay. Right. So let's push this up to GitHub. Package.json. I don't think I need this. This is like the React stuff, right? Bun types. Okay, let's get rid of that. Package.json, tsconfig, bun. What a disappointment you were to me. Get HTML. Looks good. And package lock. Just add CPU. What is unshift? Why am I doing unshift? Unshift on that array? I don't think so. Maybe I could. Push, unshift, pop. You're gonna have to explain more to me. Let's try linear load progression. And let's push that up. God, this hardline is great. Cool. That is done. Let's go into our server. Let's git pull and let's pm2 restart the 0 process. Applying action restart process ID. There we go. Reload this sucker. Uh-oh, X is not defined in get HTML. Ah! Yeah, it's not. Why didn't anyone tell me? Unshift is heavier process. You thought you were looking for... Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Let's do unshift. Unshift. Let's do that. Oh, Omri. You're my co-pilot. Let's go fixing typo. Push that sucker up. Oh, come on. Come on. Done? Done. No. No, get stouts. Get status. Gets to 2. No, gets to 2 again. Status. Get push, please. Ah, this thing. Why can't I get push? Where's my credentials? It's up. Okay. Let's get pull. Get pull. Get pull. There it is. Restart. Thank you. Reload. Come on. Come on. Come on. PM2. PM2? PM2. Logs. Okay, maybe just took a minute. Okay, worker subs running at localhost 8000. That should be up. X is not defined. That's what we saw before. It looks like server is running. Oh, that's because we gave it a lot of load. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Let's get back on the bandwagon. Yep, see, there it is. Cool. Yeah, we're bumping the memory up. Load is still decent. Okay, so what was I trying to do? That's right, synthetic load. Synthetic load, I wanted up somewhere around 1. I feel like it shouldn't let me do that, right? Maybe. Let's try throw it in the middle, 50. And I think if I'm not well, I could be mistaken. Like, this could actually be a buttload of load that it's processing. I don't think it is, though. It's 10,000 iterations, right? Or it's whatever, 10,000 times 50, so 500,000 items in a loop. Simple loop over it, doing some processing. Maybe 50 was ambitious. No, that's what I'm saying. 500,000, not too bad, right? 500,000. Nah, something else is going on. Yeah, unshift is maybe unshift is working. Let's try this one more time. What are my logs here? Still the same, which is fine. I think I may have introduced a bug, though. If we look at load Okay. Oh, no, I think that's right. Max at 100. Heavy load. Don't need to do this. Count is greater than equal. Count equals 100. Don't actually need to do this, but I guess that's fine. Math.min. So that's the maximum number between that and 100, and that's times. Yeah, that should be fine. I did not introduce a bug there. I mean, maybe I did, but. Borked? Yeah, maybe. It seems weird, doesn't it? That it's just not even loading at all. I mean, that's... I wonder if Linode has just like cut me off because they're like, you're hammering our server. It does. Well, let's see. I don't see these values going up. I don't see anything here escalating. Unshift is O of N. We are running that 500,000 times. That's pretty spicy. Yeah, but I feel like I'm not going to do quite the same thing, but we have, let's see, 1,000 keys here, right? And we're going to say for let I equal 0, I is less than, what is it, data dot length, I plus plus. Yeah, that looks right so far. And we're going to say const A equals that. A dot unshift data at position I, right? Something like that. And we run that. And in theory, this... Okay, so that's what, with 1,000 items? Let's do 10,000 items. It's going to run a bunch of tests. Okay. That's 100,000. No, that's 10,000 items. Okay, 500,000 items maybe could take a while. But this is also on my machine. You know what? I'm going to restart the server. Let's try that. There it is. Reboot. Reboot! This can take a little while. And since we're waiting, let's just do it, right? 100,000. Oh, I'm gonna crash my browser. Okay. Hasn't even completed the first iteration yet. Boy. That unshift is brutal. I think it seems like the rest of my computer is going to be fine, hopefully. And the memory use is not going to exceed too far, but yeah, unshift for the win. If you're trying to lose, then unshift for the win. That's for sure. Gosh, that does make sense though, right? Because it's that is unshift is not, is unshift an O of N operation, or isn't it O of N to the nth or something like that? Because you basically, like, if you have 4 items, you add the first item and then you move, or like you save the first item, add the second item, then pop. I don't know how it actually works, but oh boy, I think I may need to tone it down just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. No, it's not up. I was like, it's up. It's running. It is not up though. Ah, and I think that's because, yep. Interesting. PM2 list. Okay, I need to do cd touchy perf. I need to do PM2 no, what is it? PM2 help. I want this backwards, forwards, pull, reload logs. Startup. PM2 startup. Okay. I think that means whenever the system restarts, PM2 should start its thing. If I got that right. Let's hope. Okay, let's do PM2 start, npm start. Okay, that should be up and running. Now my process should be up and running. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it must be like array. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Still, it's a lot of re-adding things. Okay, let's try something a little bit more reasonable, right? Cool. That was fast. We've got 1. We've got 5. Question is, does this feel linear or does this still feel exponential? And to me, 7 seconds. Okay, 15. Eh. I feel like unshift is good because it does a lot of work, but it does a lot of work because it's not actually going to be a linear growth curve. Yeah, no, I think that's the case. So it should feel linear. You think so? Ah, you might be right. That took 20 seconds. All right, so let's try. I think this will be this one will really tell us. If this is around. If this is like under 30 seconds, I'll feel pretty good about it. But then again, we also have to keep in mind that server could run out of resources within 30 seconds, so that may also be the case that we're dealing with here. What? We're pushing it up. What's up, Rugmat? Oh, load We have reached capacity on load. What's up, Rugmat? Yeah. Well, you say it should be 25, but I don't think so because 1 is not 1 second, or 1 did not take 1 second. That took 1 minute. So I think it is, in fact, lurk while you work. It's good. It's a good motto. No, I think we are still in an exponential growth because for every item that we're adding, it's still having to shift. I think a shift is O of n if you're just shifting one item, but because we're doing that inside of a loop, every item that we add is actually shifting like more items, if that makes sense. So I think we are still growing exponentially here. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to push this back to a push. That should get us a little bit more reasonable. And the only reason why I like this again is because exponential growth is actually kind of a tough one to deal with, like measuring. So let's go here. Let's check it out. I think so. I mean, honestly, going from 20 seconds to 1.1 minute. Granted that could relate to the server just being out of resources. So, but I'm going to try this. So let's go push instead of unshift. And I'll push this up to the server, but we won't actually like restart the process yet. So let's, yeah, maybe the server choked. I mean, it definitely, did something. Okay, well, in the meantime, while I wait for this to cool off, I'm actually going to reboot the server so that we can test that this does come back up on restart. Bun. Wow, this is still running. I should probably kill this test. Unshift is kind of a demon. In fact, I am going to kill this. Let's reload. Okay. Shift, push. Let's reload. Let's, okay. Why are you still thinking? Yeah. Alright, let's try it. Run it. See, look how much faster that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, that should be running. Did that help with my load? Yes, it did. CPU is still way up. Okay. Nope. Server did not restart for me. Come on, dude. PM2 list. No, it did restart for me. Maybe it had like just restarted. Or no, the CPU load is still set to something really high. Shoot. Please stop. Kill it. Kill it. Oops. Yeah, thanks, Omri. I'll remember that anytime that I'm trying to... Anytime that I, like, get to push bad code into someone else's process and I just want to take down a server, I'll make sure to, you know, do some, I don't know, pull requests with some unshift in it. Well, that was a good lesson for the day. And now my server is still... No, my server is still choking because... because I didn't pull down the new code. Git pull. Oh, there we go. Git pull. PM to restart that one. Cool. env to update environment variables. Okay. Okay. Cool. We have a server. We have an application running. We have, let's see. Wow. That disk IO was huge. But I don't understand why, because I'm not writing to disk. CPU makes sense. Up to 50%. I don't know if I have to reload to get updated stats, but it feels like I do. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We're going to try from scratch. We've got, cool, 88 milliseconds to have one synthetic load. At 5, it takes about 100 milliseconds. This is already looking a lot more realistic. At 10, cool, 700 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds. 1.2 seconds. Okay, yeah, I think that's just the server load. It's, let's say, roughly 200 milliseconds. 15. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, let's go here. Let's do this actually for real. npx auto canon. What's it called? Twitchy perf.austingill.com. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you would see it during git pulls, I guess, but it's weird that it spikes up so much. Okay, so let's try sending some CPU load on that. Okay. Why is that looking the same? I wonder if I can send... I mean, okay. Yeah, latency is what is it? Average latency is about the same. And average requests per second, 2.8 is way lower. Okay, let me try just 5. So weird. It's hard to know how to accurately be able to test all this stuff. At the same time, I'm going to go to GT metrics and put in, see what our front end performance stuff is looking like. Okay, what do we got here? Between the load of 5, between the load of 1, we do see average latency is much lower. And the average requests per second is much higher on single one. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know what that says. Like, I don't know if that tells you anything. But I do want to see where the limit is going to be then. Now that we have a linear progression, let's go to 30. Okay, cool. That's actually going to work. Let's go to 50. Yeah, this is a lot more what I would expect. Let's go 100. Cool. So the unshift was the real killer. And I'm going to put this higher. Yeah, let's try this. I almost feel like maybe I should, maybe I just shouldn't put a maximum number here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say count can be whatever. And then here we'll say load is going to be math.floor, even number of load. Cool. Let's do removing max load. You know what? Actually, I don't want that. Let's go. I do want the highest number between 0. So I do want to set a minimum. Push that up. Push that up. Oh, maybe it left me. What a jerk. Cool. Let's get into our server. Let's git pull. Did I forget to push it? I totally did. Every time. What did I do for undoing the last commit? I mean, there's a way to do it in Git. I just don't remember how. But VS Code has a couple of ways that you can undo last commit. You can open your command prompt and type in undo last commit, like undo last commit. And it does that really easily. That's usually what I go for. But I usually just do undo. Oops. Type undo, and then I said, you're making me look stupid. I type undo and hit enter. So that's probably why I didn't see it. Otherwise, other way you can do it is up in this little triple dot thing. Yeah, Matt. You're super cool. Whatever. I got to do it with these GUIs because I'm not as smart as you. But that's okay. But yeah, you can go to this triple dot. You can go down to this commit, and you can do undo last commit. I'm not some slick hotshot. I don't know, but that's okay. My mom still loves me. My dog still loves me. He's the only one that I really need approval from. I don't even need approval from my mom. Cool. Let's pull that down. Matt, that wasn't a shot at you, by the way. If you are a hot shot, that's awesome. Proud of you. I think it's super cool that you can get reset -- soft head squiggly 1 off the top of your head. Oh yeah, I went there. Cool. Okay, we have CPU load is 100. Takes about 2 seconds. We should be able to go now. I was gonna go up to 1,000, but let's keep this realistic. Let's go 500. Okay, here's a hot tip for all you front-end hackers here. Bam! I just hacked my website. Submit that sucker. I also could have just changed that here, right? So let's go network. Could I? 500? That doesn't seem right. That does not seem right. Takes about 2 seconds. 5,000. Still takes about 2 seconds. Nope, something's wrong. Control P undo sounds better than that wizardry. Hacker1. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love being a web developer because you can like do those little hacks. It's so cool. Web development is the modern day like wizardry. Okay, what's going on here? Math floor, math max. This is right. The load and then heavy load takes a count times 1,000. It's not. I've sent those changes up, right? Yeah. Ah, I'm so silly. Got to restart the server for changes to take place, right? That's right. That's right, people. Okay, let's go back to 500 here. And we should see, in theory, maybe this should take around 10 seconds. In reality, it feels like it's taking a bit more. Maybe it's taking a lot more. 500 was a big jump. In fact, it was too big of a jump. All right, cool. Let's see what you got. Server resources. Tell us your story. I bet it timed out. What do we have? 100 was fine. Okay. That's back up. That's still taking a little bit of time. I mean, a really little bit of time. Okay, let's do. Yeah. CPU load. CPU load is going to equal 150. "13 seconds and crashed." Where are we crashing here? PM2 logs 0. Nope, that's working just fine. That's looking okay. That's not crazy high. What's the dealio? What's the dealio? Austin, I've been looking for a browser with no tabs or URL input being visible by default. Ideas. There's one. Are you on, what operating system are you on? Are you on Mac by any chance? There's one that I want to try out. All right, computers, do my bidding. Do the stuff. Do the thing. Julie. Okay, Edge. Yeah. I honestly don't know. The one that I really want to check out is called Arc. It's made by, I think, like the browser company. Yeah. It looks pretty awesome, actually. We're gonna take a little detour from. Actually, while we do this detour, let me. One other thing I want to do is I'm gonna try resizing this and see what the deal is. So let's go. Next one up is going to be this dedicated. Let's try it. I don't want auto resize. Hello. Resize. That's gonna take a little while. Clean Windows. Nothing on it but the website. Yeah, I don't know of a good example. I mean, well, have you tried? Well, if you don't have tabs, like you don't want to be able to see all the tabs. Let's see, looking for a browser with no tabs. So what happens if you have multiple tabs? I don't know. Yeah, full screen mode. Maybe there's a full screen mode. I don't know how to open it, but I'd be surprised if it didn't have something like a focus mode. Anyway, I'm going to take a little detour while this reboots, which it should be. Yep, there you go, resizing. And this looks rad. So it's just a frame with some buttons and toolbars. Internet. It's got all these things and all these tabs, right? What if a browser could help us make sense of it all? And I love this scrolling stuff that they did. Look at that. Wow, that's so cool. The browser company, we're building a better user internet. Team, support, get Arc. Okay, they don't actually show it. Can I see it, please? Okay. Here we go. Arc is a browser. More important, it's everything you care about. Space to breathe on the internet. Try it for yourself. Okay, no, they're not going to let me do it. Well, I wish I could show a little bit more than that. But apparently, it's like it's supposed to be sort of like you know, Alfred or those task runners that are just like a little prompt that pops up. Like I mean, basically, like this guy, this little thing. It's like this, but in a browser, and so it's sort of an operating system command runner and browser in one, and you can configure it with plugins and stuff. So I don't know. F11. Hey, there you go. That's what you want. No, maybe that's not what you want. F11. Because then if you wanted to like minimize and go F11, it's still full screen. So you can't really position it without everything. But I don't know. Maybe not quite perfect, but I really want to check out the Arc thing. I'm really bummed that more developers only build stuff for Mac these days and not for everything. Yeah, Arc may be right. Well, I would reach out to them and fill out that type form and let them know you're on Windows, and that may, you know, make it more appealing for them. All right. So here's where things are going to get a little more interesting, because not only are we going to have twice as much RAM, but what I'm really curious to see is how the cores make an impact, the CPU cores. I also wonder, it would be interesting to, if I could up the cores without upping the RAM, but I guess you can't really do that. I don't think I can help you, Omri, with that. Have you tried going to counseling? Maybe it's like a more deep-seated root issue, that it's not the tabs. It's not getting rid of tabs that you need to address. It's, you know, coming to terms with what tabs did to you in the past and forgiving tabs. That's what I would look into. All right, so this should be up and running, which means I should have got kicked booted, and sure enough I did. Gonna get back into my box, my larger box. I feel like a little cat on Christmas. Never mind that box can mean, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. CD there, and I wanna see PM2, no, PM2 LS. Cool. We do have it set up so that it is restarting now. Which means if I come here, come to the home page, should load. Great. Super fast. Awesome. Beautiful. Cool. Let's see if we can kill this box. I really got to stop using that word. Let's go back. Let's go back. Hey, please. I want to go back. Okay, fine. Let's do a server load of 100 just to test this out really quick. Submit. I'm going to switch up the vibe really quick for the music. I'm going to introduce y'all to a genre, the most amazing genre that you'll ever come across. Yeah, which one is it? It's going to be... This one looks good. So, this is called Bardcore. And it's going to blow your mind. I better make sure that the volume actually is coming through. Oh no, I don't see it. Where's desktop audio? Oh no, there it is. It should be coming in. I'm going to turn it up even. All right. Big ups to whoever can name the song. Okay, let's see. You don't want to work, huh? Cool. Works fine with 1. Works okay with 10. Gets us up to the 1 second loading range. Let's try 50. Should theoretically get us around the 5-second loading range. Yep, there it is. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and put on 100 synthetic load units. I can't believe no one has said anything about the music so far. The song is familiar. Yeah, Rogue Matt. I knew I liked you. I knew you were a good guy. Just let it just sit with it for a bit. It's good stuff. If you want it. You're... Yes. All the single ladies. Hat tip to... Pepe, please. Pepe, please. Pepples. Pepples. Yes. Queen Bee. Wonderful stuff. So yeah, this music's called Bardcore. It's basically... It's medieval style music, cover songs. Which actually this playlist is not what I'm feeling, so let's see if I can find another one. Let's try this one. This is better. Oh, upon the replay. Yeah. No. This is going to be it. All right. I think I have thoroughly killed my server. We can just consider my server the dragon, and I have completed the quest of Bardcore. Yes, I said Bardcore. It is, yeah, it is what it sounds like. And if you're a giant nerd like me, how do you come across Bardcore music? Well, you have this weird fascination with putting on music playlists based on the activities that in which you are partaking. And when you find a board game that takes place in like a medieval theme, you need the right kind of music. So, I don't know why you have a bunny pooping? Leaving some white? Maybe Easter egg? That's what you're saying? I don't know. Okay, where am I gonna go from here? I feel like this load thing is just still like not quite working like I wanted to. It feels like we should be able to go up. Cool, we have the number of CPUs up higher. Rabbit hole, gotcha. PM2 logs on 0. So the cool thing here is we do have 2 workers running, but I feel like the performance. I feel like the performance has not actually significantly increased. Like it hasn't been able to handle any more load, which is surprising to me because I thought, no, that actually makes sense. Because on one hand, performance is about the number of simultaneous requests that you can handle, and on another, it's the amount of like how much resources a single process can take. And performance in general is going to be a combination of all of that. But yeah. Oh, here's another good one. This one should be obvious. All right, so 50 unit seems to work all right. Why does it crap out at 100? Yeah, could be that I haven't given it enough time to rest. Let's see. I want to see how this compares. Yeah, so this is interesting. When I had the server running on a shared, when I had the site running on a shared server with half the resources, maybe it was a fluke, but it was actually able to handle more requests per second. And now it seems to be just not having a good time of it. In fact, load time is about double. And the request per second is about half. So yeah, I think it's just, I think the server's just choking right now. Let me try that one more time. Yeah, it's about the same. That's bizarre. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I think I'm done, to be honest. We tested out Bun, couldn't get the static files hosting or server to work. And then we started upping the server performance metrics, but measurement at some point. All right, let's try one more thing here. Let's see, we're at 4. Let's try get it 16. This Bardcore stuff is so hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna resize this and then see if that changed anything, because now we're like really upping it into the big boy boxes. Anyone want to talk about anything in the meantime while we wait for this to resize? I really hope I don't get yelled at by the Linode team for being a loud neighbor, noisy neighbor. One thing I would like to understand, maybe one of y'all can explain this to me. What is the difference between like CPU, RAM, swap, load, network, storage? I understand. I mean, CPU, I understand. That is the actual computer doing work. RAM, I understand, is the amount of data that's stored in memory or random access memory, right? Swap, I have no idea what that is. Load, I don't understand. I mean, load, I imagine, has to do with performance, but I thought that's just what the CPU would be. And then network, the amount of traffic going over the network. And then storage, obviously, is files on disk. Can I do that? Oh, look at that. I could probably do that. Data resolution every 5 minutes. Okay, that's something that we probably want to... I want to get that update every minute. Swap is when your computer runs out of memory and has to store some of the older memory on disk. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, like I'm one thing when I'm on the Linux side of things, yeah, I like always have my swap memory acting funny. I don't know. Cool, we are resized successfully. Still offline. That's not gonna load. That's gonna come up in a minute. All right, so can anyone explain what this load is? Oh, there's more details. Oh, snap. This would have been way helpful. Way more helpful. Look at this. What a disks, not so much, but overview processes. This is Eye of the Tiger Bard Core, in case y'all didn't already pick that up. Okay, data is currently in a transitional state. Okay, that's fine, I think. I mean, whatever. Let's go home. Cool. Upping my server did not really matter for initial load time. So shared server would have been just fine for that. I kind of don't want to continue until I have this data loading though. Okay, there we go. Cool. I think I'm seeing it. Awesome. For some reason I'm using 15 gigabytes out of 24, which doesn't sound right. Somehow. Maybe because it's in a transitional state. We have the devil in memory. All right, well, that's good enough. I'm going to keep going. Load is just a measure of how many of your processors are being utilized. Oh, yeah. No, Linux usually shows 3 numbers. Yeah, it usually shows 1 minute, 5 minutes, but I even have that here, 1:5:15. And I don't know if they align because, well, yeah, maybe. All right, let's try hitting this sucker. Let's go 100. Start at the top, right? Let's submit that and let's see. Let's see how much upgrading a server actually helps. That helped. That was not even loading before. And before, 50 put us at about 5 seconds. I mean, it's not as, what is that CPU graph? CPU? This? Like, you know, abstract art? Is that what you're asking, or? Didn't look linear. I have no idea what's going on in this graph. This looks a little bit borked, wonky, but these charts are what I'm looking at right now. Cool. So we've got 100 is loading. Let's see, 200 synthetic load units. I don't even know what to call those. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Boy, these load things are really killers, aren't they? It feels like it's still just like too impactful. I don't know. It feels like a server like this should be able to handle this, no? Like, what's going on? I'm basically saying, hey, take 200 of these units. Oh, did it load? It did load. It took a minute. Okay, well, it loaded. The other ones didn't. But honestly, does that seem right? Like, to loop over something like this? Maybe I should just make it a little bit less unnecessary. I don't know. I count, whatever. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that. I think it's just, whoa, look. It's having a day. You know, it's been a tough pandemic for everyone, and I don't know. Okay, we're starting to make... We are having an impact on these 8-core, 16 gigabyte of RAM machine. It's definitely handling it a lot better, but it still takes a long time. And I think the 8 cores in this case, 8 cores don't actually matter because only one of those is going to handle a request at a time. I don't know how I could make that faster, to be honest. Besides adjusting the code, but that's, you know, in some cases you don't have that option. So let's see. Let's try pushing this up. Simplify synth load. I could also like drop this down a bit. I think no, that should be fine. I'm gonna drop that down a bit though. For some reason, I just pictured Brent rocking out during that song. And I don't even know if that's your type of music, but it feels like it. And I mean, not the original song, but the actual bardcore version. Oh, I don't know this one. What's this one? Actually, I don't want to look at the playlist. I got to figure it out. It feels like Don't Worry. Like Everything's Gonna Be Alright, maybe? Bob Marley? Called it. Called it. It's a little bit off, though, isn't it? About a thing. What am I doing here? Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds, and PM2 list, PM2 restart. Melody pure and blue, saying, this is my message to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa! Oh yeah, because I took off. I was like, whoa, that's so much faster! And I realized I took off an order of magnitude. So yeah, let's start bumping this up and see. Okay, 127 milliseconds. I get the feeling that this is going to be a lot more consistent as well because there's a lot less going on. So, okay, 1,000. Let's try 5,000. Okay, let's try 10,000. Should be getting into the, yeah. Yeah, this is way more linear. Except for this one reload. Do you think Access user camera? I have to go. Thanks for hanging out, Omri. I'm glad that you were here. I really appreciate that your insights on trying to take my website down. Always great to have an expert hacker on the stream with me. And yeah, sleep well, little prince. I'm going to be getting off of here in a minute anyway, so once I get through this. So, yeah, well, the good thing about it today is that we're not helping crash my system anymore. I mean, it's a system that I set up, but at least it's not my computer today. Because who was it? Was it Rugmat? I think it was Rugmat that provided that cursed loop, that triple nested loop that just like killed my machine. Yeah, that was fun. And then I couldn't finish the stream, and I could just like watch you guys chat, and I was like, there's nothing I could do. That was fun. Yeah, that's why getting a system in place to like actually. That's what I think. Yeah, it was Rugmat, wasn't it? Pretty sure. But having a system in place to deploy and update my code on a remote machine was. It was iFills. That's right. That's right. Sorry. Excuse me for making that mistake. No. It was Phil's. Definitely. Phil's is the master of cursed code, followed by web dev journey. That unshift thing, much simpler, still pretty scary. Wait, is your name the same? the color's always the same? But not on different channels, right? Because my color changes if I go to different channels. Interesting. Okay. That served. That took about a minute. If you set it. Oh. Oh, I need to set mine. I need mine to be purple or pink. I don't know what song this is. No, I don't. Yeah. All right, folks. I think this is going to be it. We kind of, I don't know if I want to say that we made much. Well, I don't feel like I made much progress. I feel like the big thing I wanted to get was that bun stuff, and it just was not there. Whoa. Okay. I think what was happening before was we were just killing the RAM on the machine. Because what did we have? Yeah, we had max 4 gigabytes of RAM, which I don't think we tried this much, but that seems like the most likely culprit of how our system is working and what we're sort of optimizing for or not. All right, I'm going to try this one more time. I think that this last one was a kind of a false test. Yeah, this seems much more likely. 1.8 seconds. Let me try one more time. 1.5. Cool. Ooh, should I go for it? Order of magnitude larger. 100,000 units of synthetic load. Let's try it. It's funny because on one hand I don't want to crash my server. On the other hand, the whole point of this is to try crashing my server. Okay. Not gonna handle that. Okay, CPU is fine. I think this is all just a RAM. This is all just RAM. That makes sense. All right, well, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm gonna reach out to the bun folks and see what I can do about getting the bun server set up, and then we can probably move forward on actual comparison benchmark. But this has been good to get some, I don't know, a little bit of progress, a little bit of testing, at least a little bit of Bardcore. So get off that chiptune bandwagon, you know. I gotta get my buns in the oven. And I'll let you figure out what that means. Cool. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. This is going to be it, and I will be on next week. I'm going to reach out to the bun team right now, so I will have some answers by then. I'll be on next Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to turn you all on to Bardcore. If you're ever playing Splendor or Carcassonne, you gotta put it on. You gotta get that vibe. All right. Is there someone? Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna do a raid on Coding Garden. And till then, be good. Oh, I guess I kind of have to wait until the raid thing. It's so embarrassing. Okay, so once this is ready. Okay, now this time for real. Until then, be good.
versus Node. How did it work out? What's up, Rugnet? Welcome in. Who won? I mean, it's probably fun. It depends how much you were trying to do with it, I guess. Okay, so right here on this card, I want to specify margin. I'm going to do like just a little bit of margin, like 0.5. Run my reformatter. Give it a second. My editor is really struggling today. Oh, I see. I've specified 2 different SX properties, so I actually do want to define this on